Welcome back to Comical Opinions. Today we're talking about the one, the only, Emma Frost. This mutant with telepathic powers and the ability to change her skin into hardened diamonds is straight up dominating 2025's trending charts. Why? Because she's being introduced into Marvel Rivals, which is a version of Overwatch using Marvel characters. And of course, Marvel Comics, the publishing division, is going to capitalize on that by releasing a miniseries titled Emma Frost, the White Queen, which is set to be released in June 2025. But here is the million-dollar question. Can Marvel Comics match the heat she's bringing in the gaming sphere? Or are they just chasing a quick trend and it's going to disappear in a couple months and nobody's going to care? Let's break it down and talk about it right here in 3, 2, 1. Let's start off by answering the all-important question. Who is Emma Frost? For anyone new to the Emma Frost fan club, let's do a quick rundown. She debuted back in Uncanny X-Men number 129 all the way back in 1980. So for those of you who want to do some quick math, she's essentially 45 years old in comic year. As the White Queen of the Hellfire Club, she was known for being a scheming villain with a wardrobe that screams, "I'm trouble, look at me, I'm pretty much just running around in my underwear." She's got telepathy that'll mess with your head, a diamond form that she can turn on and off that's basically bulletproof, and a mouth that doesn't quit. She is not afraid of speaking her mind and using a very sharp tongue to do it. Over the years, she's flipped from bad girl to X-Men leader, more of the latter than the former, balancing ambition with just enough heart to keep us hooked in her complexity and her morally gray actions. Emma's not just a pretty face, she's outsmarted everyone pretty much every time at every level, from Professor X to Scott Summers to Mr. Sinister to even, I think, Apocalypse at one point, and everyone in between. Right now, she's everywhere. Her Marvel Rivals skin drops today as of this recording, April 11th, 2025, and it's got game lovers losing their minds. Why? Well, let's just say she's not a fan of overly dressing herself and not exposing her assets. So let's talk about Marvel Rivals and why Emma's introduction into the game is such a big deal. Emma's debut is causing a lot of, excitement, and I mean that in every way possible. The game is basically Overwatch with a Marvel skin and veneer, if you'd like, and Emma's the star of the show when she enters the battle arena. Her outfits are, to be frank, pretty bold, and they push the T-rated limit with a vibe that says, "Look at me, I'm running around in scantily clad outfits." Yeah, the jiggle physics are a thing, and we're not talking about just in one area, we're talking about basically everywhere she's got skin and muscle exposed, and the internet is eating it up, and that's just being honest. Everybody is loving her look. But it's not just eye candy. Her telepathic attacks and diamond form moves make her a beast in the game. She's part of the Vanguard category, so that makes her a formidable person in the arena. And thousands of players, probably a few, let's just say hormonally charged teens included, are hyped, so it's no shock that she is becoming very popular very quickly. Emma's sexy, sure, but she's also powerful, confident, and unapologetic in her attitude and personality, which is part of her charm. That's the energy fans love. And it's why her skin drop today is trending harder than a Thanos snap. It's a pretty big deal. But here's where it gets juicy. Marvel Comics saw this hype and said, let's take advantage of it. They're dropping a miniseries titled Emma Frost, the White Queen. It's a 5-issue mini, and they're looking to cash in on the popularity. Is it a smart move? Maybe, but let's talk about what it has to do to make that move work and to capitalize on the success of the character. So here's what we know about the upcoming miniseries so far. Emma Frost, the White Queen, takes us back to Emma's Hellfire Club days. So this is a throwback or a Wayback Machine type of story. When she was in the Hellfire Club, and that was basically her peak villain era when she was the baddest of bad girl. We're talking about pre-X-Men, when she was scheming, styling, and basically running the show. The series, written by Amy Chu, with art by Andrea DeVito, promises new villains, high-stakes drama, and a mole-leaking secret for the X-Men. It sounds like a classic Emma Frost story, as far as we can tell, and she's playing every side while looking flawless doing it. Chu's got a knack for writing fierce women, depending on your taste and preferences for her style of writing, and DeVito's pencils could make Emma's diamond form pop off the page. If you lean into her sass and smarts, this could be a banger of a miniseries. But here's really my question. Can Marvel Comics match the vibe that's got gamers excited and buzzing for Emma's debut in Marvel Rivals? Emma's debut is sexy and in your face, but her comic roots are about wit, power, and that morally gray edge, so there's a little bit of a disconnect there. If the creative team blends her 1980s white queen snagger with the confidence fans are loving in her moment today, debuting in Marvel Rivals, it could be a good fit. If they play it too safe, if they try to be current year, try to put in too many modern feminist tropes as an example, that could be a swing and a miss. I'm interested but cautious. Marvel has to deliver on this to capitalize on the hype. Let's talk about that dreaded S word, synergy. If you take a higher level view of what's going on in the comics industry right now, Marvel is betting on Emma Frost. It's not just her gaming glow up and debut that's going to be a big deal. The X-Men are in a weird spot post Krakoa. They're not doing great. Sales are shaky and fans are craving good stories with teeth, with drama, with excitement. They're not getting that right now from the X office out of Marvel's publishing arm. Emma could be a perfect fit for that. She's a villain one day, a hero the next, and always a little bit of shadiness going on around her. That mix of ambition and heart hits hard with readers who love complex characters in messy situations. Plus, her bad girl image from the Hellfire Club days, that could be a strong selling point for anyone who vibes with anti-heroes. Marvel's playing the trend-chasing game. That's very clear right now. Marvel sees Emma blowing up because of Marvel Rivals, and what do? They drop a comic to keep the hype train rolling. It's the Marvel method of marketing, if you want to look at it that way. Strike while the iron's hot. But it's a gamble. If they nail her voice and style, this could spark a bigger X-Men revival because the current lineup just isn't cutting it. If not, it's just another series that's going to collect dust, is going to fall off, and nobody's going to think about it. So I want to know in the comments below, what do you think? Can Marvel pull it off? Do they have the right creators? Do they have the right editors? And do they have the right strategic vision to pay off on the hype? Let me know in the comments below. Alright my friends, that's my take on Emma Frost's big moment. I'm pumped to see what Marvel Comics can do with Emma Frost, the White Queen, but Marvel's got to bring their A game to match her Marvel Rivals heat. Is it going to pay off? I'm not sure. Are they going to match that hype and that energy? It's not quite clear, but we'll find out in June. By the way, if you're watching this video and you're liking these kind of analysis type videos, normally we're known for comic reviews, but we're open to doing more kind of analysis and current events, if you will. If you want more of this, I dropped a link for a newsletter breaking down Emma's comeback in the description below. So go check it out for yourself. Here's where you come in. What's the one thing Marvel must get right in Emma's comic? Is it her sassy attitude? Is it her duplicitous schemes? Or is it just her heart and her ability to kind of really connect at a personal and emotional level with the characters around her? Drop in the comments or hit me up on Twitter, now known as X, with your thoughts about where it needs to land. Oh, and make sure to leave a comment below with what is Emma's best vibe. Is she better as a villain? Is she better as a hero or an anti-hero? If you like this video, give it a like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more comic reviews and industry scoops. So, thank you very much for joining, and stay tuned through the outro for more reviews and analysis just like this one.